level reflector nonsense?
I think that's just execution versus like raw skill. Because like Momochi plays a completely different kind of Ken than most other players.
That's true.
And I would say it's a pretty high skill Ken. Like you can't just pick up the character who can do that.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Round one.
So this is a run back.
Yes, this is a double jeopardy for Io. Dougie put him into losers, so let's see if he can reclaim his honor.
I know how that feels.
Did you have a double jeopardy today?
No, I know how it feels for Dougie to put me into losers.
Oh yes, he's been on a little bit of a tear tonight. I mean, we don't have Footwork playing in Street Fighter, and Seth and Alucard are not here. The usual top favored people, yeah, also are not here.
I thought I had good chances, but now I just did my normal.
I mean, you know, sometimes you do well, sometimes you don't do well.
Very true. I'll tell you who's doing well right now, though, is IO.
Io has, well, he's losing the life lead slowly.
As it will happen. Ooh, yeah, that was grabbed.
That one works out.
Dangerous thing to be reversal on V-trigger activation.
I think he had already done it.
Yeah.
And in that case, there's no way.
This time that.
Yeah. Wow.
That has some lingering
That is
frames.
so active. Yeah, you saw it.
So active, it got a six-pack, it got the guns.
Yeah, what the heck? It needs like a nutritional IV while it's working out. That's how active it is. It doesn't have time to eat normally.
Has a special breathing mask you see boxers wear when on the treadmill.
Oh yeah, it's like it's oxygen, right?
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
I thought it's called doping, oxygen doping.
Might be, yeah.
I believe if it's the same thing I'm thinking of, it trains your body to make more red blood cells so you can hold more oxygen at once.
Right, so your muscles don't get tired as quickly.
Right, but it only lasts for like, I think less than 48 hours after you stop doing it.
Nice, Aaron overhead gets it. This round will go to Dougie.
I'm going to have to ask you to speak up just a little bit.
My apologies. I can also move it to my mouth.
You can do that. You actually have to talk way louder than you think you need to. Just in general on these microphones.
I've been told I have to be quiet my whole life.
Not here. This is not the place to be quiet.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Just
No.
in this this room in general even.
Michigan's Loudest Weekly.
Yes.
So what? Let me ask you. What does Io need to do in this matchup?
In the past, he was a little bit more like airborne, just floating, maintaining float, and waiting for Dougie to approach.
Right.
And then he could hit like a falling normal, and he'd be relatively safe if Dougie blocked or he got some damage.
Wow, that was a good DP. I think the one thing about him floating against Necalli is that it nullifies seismic,
Yes,
which will delay the V trigger.
Exactly. That's one thing, and it also helps keep Dhalsim a little bit more mobile.
Yeah.
Because he can just teleport straight out of it.
Yes.
And Io's definitely not doing that right
Now, wasn't that a Season 2 change?
What?
The ability to teleport out of the V skill?
I don't think so, actually. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think so.
We'll ask Io when he's done.
Yeah. I think the float extension with the EX Flame was new. I think the teleport was fine. Because he could always teleport in the air. So I don't think it was different from float.
Surprised no one's made a Diamond Dallas Page skin for Dhalsim yet. Damn it, you won't get that.
Oh, what? I was going to say, I was like, I'm not
Diamond
sure.
Dallas Page is the guy who made DDP Yoga, which is a very quasi-famous yoga within a lot of wrestling circuits because it's helped a lot of wrestlers stay active.
Yogo?
Yoga.
What
DDP Yoga.
Yoga. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. They said Yogo.
No.
Froyo? I was like, I don't know what Yogo is.
Yes, DDP Froyo, the most delicious ice cream.
Hey,
It's
man.
diamonds.
I don't know. I like me some Froyo sometimes.
Yeah. As long as you find it a good place. That overhead's really good, but remember that it's down forward, and don't forget that like I did when I was playing some casuals.
What do you mean?
Because I did it instead of just down fierce.
Oh,
and
I
it
see.
charged. It's like,
Why were you holding forward? Did you get like crossed up?
No, it was just how I was setting it up.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a Necalli, honestly. You had the Capcom Pro Tour skin, and I was like, I must.
Yeah.
That skin is glorious.
There's a lot of good costumes that I like in this game. I just wish there was more equality.
Bang.
No, I mean, yes, but I just wish more characters.
It was spread out.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
Chun-Li has way more costumes by a large margin.
And will continue to get way more.
Yeah. Like, I get that they're going to
Heroes of the Storm was the similar thing, which was the Blizzard.
Was there just one character that got a ton of skins?
Yeah, there'd just be like some characters who would get a lot, and then other characters who would get none. Even since like the beta.
That seems really weird to me because
it kind of just comes down to popularity. And Chun-Li, even though she's kind of in the current season, she's still someone that people really